Hello everybody and welcome back to PeterVill Farm. So we're going to be continuing in the field we were in yesterday, and I did harvest it and also bale it, but we're now ready to move the bales using this JCB, which I think is actually just a reskinned Manitou, but regardless of that it's still pretty nice, and I have actually stuck my own custom number plate on the back as well. Oh yes, look it up. It's not real, but yeah, it's still, it makes it look better, especially for those who are very familiar with the UK style number plate. So let's go over to the field in question. It is just up here, and we do have the big bales. Now the big bales are going to be, I would have thought, quite heavy. Stop strobing! Stop strobing! You're going to send everybody crazy. I think the best solution to it is just to turn the lights off. Anyway, yes, we're going to move the big bales. They're probably quite heavy. I've got the custom trailer as well, which is very nice. I do like it. It is a very nice trailer. If you haven't seen it before, you're going to see it in a minute. But the only reason why I'm using this JCB over my JCB is just because it seems like a more appropriate machine to be using. Our one in the game would definitely pick up 3 Hesston Balers, but in real life it definitely wouldn't. It would just pick itself up at the rear. So this is just going to be much better. Also, you've got to admit, despite it being the Manitou, being a reskinned Manitou, I think it still looks pretty decent actually in the JCB colour scheme. At least I think it is just a reskin. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, I did say I was going to tell you how many bales there were produced yesterday, and I did say, have a guess, and I guessed 25. I know that quite a few other people did guess as well. If you guessed 21, you got it right. So well done if you did say 21. And I think it would have been a pure guess from anybody, because I don't think it would have been possible to be able to see every single bale. I don't think you could count them. So yeah, if you guessed 21, then well done to you. Have I just gone past? No, I haven't. Good. Now I hope that is going to turn the corner. Yes, there is the trailer anyway. It's a good trailer. It really is. So I'm going to be really showing off my stacking skills today. You might think me saying it like that is me being big-headed and saying, oh look, I'm so good at stacking bales. But if you know my videos, you're going to know that's me basically saying I'm rubbish at stacking. Because I am. So I'm going to try my best today. I'm going to really try my best to make this look good. If this looks good at the end of it, I've achieved something. So my goal is to stack some very good bales. Very neatly, very professionally, and yes, maybe in the future I can boast that I'm a good stacker, but certainly at the moment I definitely can't. So we have 21 bales to stack. That's going to probably crash. Yeah, it's sort of kangaroo jumping through the gate, but it has made it through. Yeah, so let's position that in a good place and we will get stacking. I think probably just, dead in the middle of the field. Okay, it's not really dead in the middle, but we'll move it later. It's going to be probably 2 loads anyway. And in fact, where is the best place to take all of this to? Let's just take a look at the straw. Okay, so it's the barn. Simple enough, I hope. I did have quite a lot of people, I think it was in episode 2 of Survivor Roleplay, Series 2, saying that my mouse is too loud. It clicks too loud. It is an issue which I'm aware of. Obviously, to me, playing the game, it doesn't seem too bad at all. But the microphone does like to pick it up very well. I don't know why it picks it up so well actually, because it really isn't that obvious to me in real life. But yeah, I did have a few people saying, can you get a new mouse and stuff? Can you buy a mouse which is designed to be quiet? It's a good idea. I might have to invest in one. I've certainly had enough donations in the live streams to cover a new mouse, so thank you so much to everybody who has donated. As I've said before, it always goes back into the channel one way or another, whether it's for voiceovers for Survivor Roleplay, or just, for a bit of hardware. Okay, that's not really square. Don't worry, you're not going to have to watch me painfully stack this. I will just keep coming and going, and I will keep talking about stuff like Survivor Roleplay. So yeah, let's just... I'm determined to make this look neat. So this trailer is not leaving the field until it looks perfectly stacked. And it will not be auto-stacked. I don't think it even has the auto-stack facility, so I can't cheat here. No, it doesn't. So if this looks just immaculate by the time I've finished, you're just safe in the knowledge that I have not cheated. It's impossible to cheat with this. I have to have stacked it myself. Unless I somehow teleported Chainsaw 100 to the field, which I guess I could do. Because as we all know, he is probably one of the best bale stackers out of all the YouTubers, all the Farming Simulator YouTubers. And I am still wanting to do a video series with Chainsaw 100. It's going to be whenever... Actually, I think this is stacking balers because I've got this in. I need to keep them out. I don't really need to grab them. Yeah, I think it's going to be either when Lone Oak's released or when another map is released, which I'm not going to mention. Because it might not be. I don't know. Oh, joy. I was just messing around here trying to pick up these, but then I've just established that it doesn't appear to be compatible with Hesston Balers, which is a bit of an issue. I'm still going to continue because I think if it's stacked properly and I drive carefully and I don't do stuff like that, how frustrating. How did that happen? Yes, if I do just drive, you know, professionally, I should be able to still get them to the sell point without them falling off. So that's a challenge, that's a second challenge actually. It's challenge 2 of today. The first one is to, first of all, stack a perfect trailer. The second one is to get the perfect trailer of bales to a sell point without strapping the bales to the trailer. It sounds like an impossible challenge to me, but we will see. I'm always up for a challenge, but I wasn't really up for 2. You never know, it might still be strapping them. I can test it by trying to push a bale over, which I don't really want to do actually, because it's just going to be counterproductive. Although, actually, if you look at that, then it seemed to be moving. I'm sure. I'm not gonna push my luck here because they're probably not strapped. The strap doesn't go over them, so you know they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be strapped. Let's try it with this one here. Let's get back into the JCB. Oh, it is strapped. Interesting. Okay, well that's good. I take back what I said. It's just it doesn't seem the straps are aware of the bale's presence. They just it does lock them on, but it doesn't animate it, sort of thing. So that's good. It's very good. Okay, here's it for time lapse. I'm sure you're bored of hearing me. Well, that is the trailer almost finished off. However, we do still have space for 2 more. We can put 2 more on the back. And when I was doing that, it looked really neat, but then when you come up to it and look at it closely, you can see how much overhang there is. But then again, it's not terrible. We could go for that fantastic Chernobyl quote of not great, not terrible. I don't know how many people that makes sense to, but anyway, I know that some of you have watched Chernobyl because I've said it before as a joke, and like 3 people in each video have picked up on it, so anyway, yeah, it's true. It is true in that case. It's not great, it's not terrible. Okay, so we have this final stack of bales to do, and then I don't know if we have to use the JCB to unload them. I wouldn't have thought we would have to. Why are you rotating? Please don't rotate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'd have to anyway because the barn is just over in that general direction, and I have sold bales there before, and they've just basically sold. They just disappear off the back of the trailer. So I don't see why being a Hesston Baler should make a difference. It won't do. It'll be fine. It'll be dead easy. Okay. I've got to say, it's much easier to stack when doing a time lapse. I guess the pressure isn't on. Oh, please. This is painful to watch, I know. Right, okay. So, there we go. And this is the only load which has to be really neat. The next load won't even be a full load, so it's just going to be like, throw the bales onto the trailer, and let's get them sold. But once I've finished stacking this trailer, I'd like you to give me a mark out of 10. 10 being the best, 0 being the worst, and, well, I don't think it'd be possible to get a score of less than 0, because let's be honest, that isn't too bad, especially for me, but yes, I think I'm going to be probably around the 5 area, 5, 6 out of 10, but I don't know. I think if I was to mark my own there, I'd give it a 6, because I know what I'm usually like, so at least I can say there's room for improvement. Right, so these should, I would hope, fit onto the back. Now I could also attempt to put the bales 3 high, but I think that would be pushing my luck. That is a perfect fit. That's great. So they shouldn't go anywhere. I think the worst ones here are, well, the overhang here. A tiny bit of overhang on those. So let me know, what do you think? What would you rate that out of 10? Especially if you've watched my previous videos where you would almost guaranteed give my score minus 3,000. Right, we're off to the sell point, and luckily we can actually keep them locked onto the trailer. It would have been very difficult, I think, although because it's not too far to go, it would have been manageable to get there without losing them. It wouldn't have been impossible anyway. So, ooh, it could be possible to flip it. I'm actually really pleased that I didn't put them 3 high. I think that would have been a crazy idea, since we have trees, and some of these trees are actually low enough for the tractor cab to get stuck on them. So I think even too high, well, yeah, too high, 2 bales high is going to be a challenge in itself, because there is a tree, I think it's at the limb of a tree down here. Yes, this one here. It sticks out quite nicely if you're not paying attention. I have been stuck in it before with the combine harvester. So actually that, I'm not at the end yet, but that was kind of manageable. If I had stacked them 3 high, it would have been a bit of a challenge, I would say. Anyway, yes, we just turn right here, then we can turn left, and then we're at our destination. I mustn't turn too tightly, because they are going to flip. As I've seen on YouTube, yes, I have seen videos of obviously wheel tractors going round roundabouts too fast, and the trailers flipping with the bales on. You probably know which clip I'm talking about. It happened like last year, I think. I think it was September time last year. It was a Fendt tractor. Yeah, you could see it coming. It was just going far too fast around the corner. A bit like me in Farming Simulator. But I can thankfully say that in real life, I'm a very steady driver. I don't drive tractors in real life. I did do at one point, but yes, when I'm driving along, I drive at the speed limits. But I'm sure you don't really care. So yeah, this is going to be, I'm hoping, quite a good bit of money coming in. I don't think it's going to be a fortune, but if we could go with maybe £10,000 a trailer load, that would be good. And when I do finish this map, the money will be transferred to the next map, unless I take the money from Oakfield. Because as I've said, in future, there is going to be just one casual Let's Play, and the Survivor Roleplay, which is going to be returning on Friday, you'll be pleased to know. What you won't be pleased to know is I'm a rubbish reverser with the dolly trailer. I can reverse trailers quite well, but not dolly trailers. No, not at all. Oh yes, that's going to work. Yes! Let's just take the straps off. Yeah, that's some good money. Except, yeah, I need to go further back. That's good. That was actually really good. I don't know how much it was exactly, but it was definitely over £10,000. So that was not bad going. Very happy with that. and we do have more bales coming up very soon. It's probably going to be about half a trailer, but that was good. And this trailer does seem to be a very nice one to use. Okay, so I will just finish off this field. We'll get everything done. And then I think we can call that field finished, because that is essentially the whole harvest done. We've done the actual harvesting of the cereal, and we've also done the baling, and we've sold the bales, so it's the full process until we have to go back into cultivation and seed drilling. But that might not be happening, because I might be changing map after this video, possibly. It depends. Right, so we don't have any more bales at the top of the field, I don't think. It's just these ones here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, I would say. And we were fitting on the trailer 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's actually pretty good. It's only 3 short of before. There could even be some more down there, possibly, which I might have overlooked. But we'll soon find out, because I'm heading down there now. We can pick them up 2 at a time, although I could pick them up 3 at a time. Yeah, so Survivor Roleplay returns on Friday. Continuation of the storyline. Obviously I can't give away anything, but there is a bit of an issue. Like I said, I can't give away anything though. It's as much as I can say. It's so tempting to say. I wish I could say, but it would just ruin it. It really would. But I must thank everybody for being, well, so nice about it, really, because those episodes do take a long time to make. In fact, those most recent 3 of Series 2 have taken the longest to produce out of any of my Survivor Roleplay videos. One of them, the first one was 9.5 hours, second one was about 7 hours, and the third one was 8 hours. Editing time. That's excluding rendering and uploading, and the time it takes to make a thumbnail. Oh, that's so annoying. Right, I think that's a good time to go back onto a time-lapse. And this is the final bale. So yeah, it's 7 bales in total. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot to mention, I did say yesterday the combine was feeling quite slow. I always forget about the maintenance making it slower. To me, that's not a great feature of FS. I think that is, well, to put it simply, rubbish. I don't like to be so honest sometimes, but yeah, machines don't just slow down. They either have an issue or they work fine. Yes, strange. I guess it is a way of making you. It's like an incentive to make you keep your machinery maintained, but it's not a great way of doing it, if I'm honest. So yeah, I would prefer actual breakdowns, and I think a lot of other people would too. Like if you had, well, if you're working and then suddenly you had, I don't know, like an error message pop up or a service light, and then you had to look into it, and then you found out what the issue was, and then obviously you could get it fixed. Much better if you don't maintain your vehicles, rather than it just slowing down, because that's just frustrating more than anything. But like I said, it is like an incentive to keep it maintained. But it needs work. That does need work. And I think you'll know by now, if you've watched my videos for a while, I really am a massive supporter of Giants, so I would never just say something just to have a stab at them. It's always to help improve the game in the future, because I absolutely love the Farming Simulator series. I've been with it since 2008, well, to be honest 2009, but 2009 edition wasn't actually out. I first played the game in January 2008, and version 2008 was the only version out, so yeah, I've been here pretty much since the start. Right, I'm thinking that I might be better off. Well, I would be better off using JCB and unloading it, since everything's at the front. I should have thought about that. But it is possible to get it in there, as long as you do reverse it straight in. Also, with all the way to the front, it could tip over. But it is a nice stable trailer. Right. If this doesn't go to plan, I'll do a jump cut. I don't think it's going to go to plan. Oh, hang on. There is the potential. There is the potential for this to work. Look at that. Yes! No! Too optimistic there, I think. Yeah. Floor in reverse. Go. Maybe if I unstrap. Good. Okay, so we are done, and I've got to say, Hesston Balers, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love that we now have the big bales in Farming Simulator. This trailer, great. Tractor's great. In fact, everything I've used in the last 2 episodes has been really enjoyable to use. In fact, everything I've used in this series has been very enjoyable to use. But I do like this JCB, despite it being the Manny 2 reskin, I think. Thank you for watching, everybody, and see you again soon. Bye for now.